Hey Ann, it's Chris. How you doing? I just got back in from the airport and in my office, eating a little lunch. You said you wanted a video, so I'll read to you a story that I just wrote. And the background here is that one of the books I read last week was Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential, and I really liked his voice and pacing. So I copied one of his stories and made my own version of it. So I'm going to read that to you. So not much of a video, but a good audio if you close your eyes. The rain pours down, a cold, wet hammer. This storm has dumped snow all across the Plains states and is now beginning its assault on the Great Lakes. An advance guard of rain now, but soon a cold front reinforcement will sweep in with ice and then snow. Tomorrow the news will be filled with pictures of contorted tractor trailers twisted into snowbound heaps, and death totals of poor bastards who met their makers at the business end of a shovelful of wet snow and a heart attack. Thanks for playing. Not me. I'm out of here. Travel ninjas, do not get caught in blizzards in the Midwest. I roll out of my hotel bed, some cheap sweet hotel at O'Hare, the alarm on my cell phone dancing some insincere manic tune to rouse me back into this world. 4:30 a.m. local time, that gives me a half hour to shower up and catch the shuttle to the airport. Now I'm happy that I went to sleep instead of going to the bar at midnight for a burger and a beer top-off. My overnight bag, a cheap duffel bag that I bought in a fit of desperation somewhere when the holes... Let me start that one over. My overnight bag, a cheap duffel that I bought somewhere in a fit of desperation when the holes in the previous cheap duffel began to hemorrhage toiletries, has one clean shirt, 2 pairs of brief, and 2 pairs of socks, and of course, my running shoes. I can make it fit in any overhead configuration. Frankly, I don't even need a bag. All I need is my corporate credit card and my will to live. In 15 minutes, I'm cleaned and suited and out the door, and the adrenal switch is pushed to the on position. But there's one thing I have in my possession. A Christmas tie with frolicking, happy snowmen. I don't have to wear a tie today to ride on planes and fight the travel hell-sucking vortex making my run from this storm, but I will wear this one today. This ridiculous holiday tie is my middle finger to all the cranky amateurs who will be shoving their big butts in my face and their oddly shaped packages into the overhead bins. You morons have to do this. I choose to do this. I'm going to get compliments and free drinks all day from an industry that suffers you but enjoys me and my attitude. Yesterday, we made a deal with the client to finish what we had to do and flee the approaching storm. None of his people are going to show up anyhow, so no point in being martyrs. My guy did a yeoman's job of showing up and getting the stuff done. He's a stud. We don't call in sick. We don't show up late. We don't leave early. We go, we do, and then we get the heck out. Just like we've done 100 times before, just like we'll do next week and the week after that. Until the planes stop flying, until the world stops turning, we are the grist in the mill of commerce, and we love what we do. It's the week before Christmas, and things are weird in the travel world. The lines are extra long. The people are extra confused and cranky as Grandma and Junior and all the newborn babies on the planet decide they want to get onto planes for some unexplainable reason. They wander about like zombified and cranky lemmings, brains long jellified and non-functional, but bodies automatically trudging on. The airport in Chicago was filled with dazed, wandering co-eds in skinny jeans dragging cheap luggage. They sip lattes and send text messages. They wonder how they were going to break it to Dad that instead of studying for finals, they spent the week with their manic-depressive boyfriend who is in a band, has tattoos of cryptic lyrics and bad acne, $50,000 in tuition well spent. At 5 a.m., the line at security is already snaking out along the concourse towards the door. The huddled masses huddle. I walk to the front of the pre-check line, toss my bags on the belt, walk through the metal detector, and I'm through and done. Time to find a Starbucks to dump a little caffeine on the adrenal glands. Last night, once we knew we were free to head for the exits, we dropped into ninja travel mode. On the cell phone in the rental car, dialing special airline numbers that only we travel ninjas have codes for. I know more about routes and hubs and airport codes than any travel agent. I tell them where I am and where I need to go, and we see what can be done. I can drive south and skirt the storm, sleep over, and be on a plane, out in the morning, before the shit hits the fan. Done, rebooked, credit card on file, make it so, time for dinner. Sushi in Wisconsin? Really, guys? You sure you want to do this? What's the special, walleye sashimi and perch nigiri? It really doesn't matter, I'm always game. When we sit at the sushi bar, I want to regale them with tales of my time in Tokyo, wandering jet-lagged, senses viscerally assaulted, and blurry in Roppongi and Shinjuku, fending off painted Filipina prostitutes outside Yakuza strip joints. Assaulted by pachinko parlors, flashing lights and noises. Those were some awesome business trips. International travel takes life's adventure to a new level. Fear and loathing for the suit and tie crowd. I can tell no one wants to hear my stories. I try speaking Japanese to the chefs, but none of them understand. Sushi in Wisconsin is made by South Americans. It's a funny world. I catch a ride to Chicago and hunker down and jump the next flight out in the morning. Tonight, no doubt the news shows that I don't watch will show long lines of stranded travelers in Midwest airports, crying children sleeping on dirty floors. Irate and crazed, they will shout their hate of the travel system. They will hunker down with their shipping container quantities of travel luggage, and I will be home. I will be hugging my kids and taking my dog for a run. I didn't push him out of the way. I showed no ill will or lack of grace. I slipped through the bedlam smiling and mostly unseen, in my snowman tie, like a ninja. A travel ninja. That's my story.